Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Glad we're here together. Happy Tuesday, is it? Yes, thank you so much for joining in today. Days all coming in together. Tuesday it is. Thank you so much for joining in today. And as of course, too, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that your week is off to a good start. And I hope that you did your taxes, submitted your taxes. Thank you so much for joining us here on Story Time. Absolutely appreciate you and cannot wait to share this book that we have with us today. This one is called The Dreamer, and it is coming to us from Ilsung Na and, of course, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Welcome to Story Time today. Thank you so much for joining us, and glad you're here. What are you up to? How are you doing today? The weather out here in the Bay promises to be getting warmer. It was colder yesterday, colder than I thought, but today promises to be getting warmer, and we'll be hitting temperatures about the 70s. So, but please do check your weather, your weather apps, check your weather news, and just so you're not taking my word for it. I will not be responsible for you going out there and freezing today. No. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I absolutely love it that we're here together. And of course, another book to share together. And looking forward to amazing guests that will be coming to Storytime. Cannot wait to begin highlighting them here as things have been confirmed. But thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. How are you doing? And whether you're joining us right now live, thank you for being here, or indeed joining us later on for the recordings. Thank you indeed for being here on Storytime. We appreciate you. And just hope that this is not the last time that we see you here on Storytime, that we see you many, many more times to come. Many books to come. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. And just a little highlight as well. Remember too that Marietta's brand new book is out. It came out on March 26th, and that is Wombat and the Family Tree. It is out there. Ask for it at your local library. Find it where you find books. And big congratulations to you, Marietta, on that brand new book. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Who is here this morning ready to enjoy a wonderful story? Thank you so much for joining us. Kathy, thank you. And you're saying you're joining us this morning from beautiful Ohio. I know it was sunny yesterday. How is it today? Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And it seems like we're following suit in weather-wise, of course. And so, looking forward to the sunshine and a little warmer weather today too. Thank you for being here, and I hope you're doing well. Luna, good morning to you as well. How are you doing today? Missy, thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. We do have a fantastic book to read together, The Dreamer, coming right up. And this one is written and illustrated by Ilsung Na, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you indeed for joining us here today. Cannot wait to share this amazing book. And remember too, please keep sending in those recommendations. Yes, we want to bring books that you'll have to see here on Storytime. Yes, we dig in and bring in books that we hope that you will love. books that will definitely have lessons for us, and books that we enjoy. So keep sending in those recommendations, because some of the books you may know may not be on my radar. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. It's going to be sunny and going to be warm. Well, enjoy that. Sounds like a perfect day to be outside. I hope that you have fun. Thank you for being here, though, this morning, choosing to be with us here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And yeah, good morning to everybody that is joining us later on for the recordings. Remember, too, that you can catch Storytime at storytimewithmrlamata.com. Thank you indeed for being here. Please get comfortable, get cozy, get ready, and we'll be right back after this very short break for more Storytime. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you out there. Thank you indeed for being here with us today on Storytime.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Zita Elliott, of course, author of many wonderful books, creator of many wonderful books. If you've not checked out Zita Elliott, please do look for the interview here on Storytime that we did, a conversation that we had here on Storytime. Amazing conversation, and of course, beautiful presentation that Zita does. But of course, too, talks a lot about the amazing books that she's created and what the inspiration is behind them all. So find those and get to enjoy, of course, Dragons in a Bag. Check that one out. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. If you've not started it yet, there are 5 books in the series, so you have 5 whole books to enjoy of magic and wonder and just sheer joy. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. The Dreamer, yes, written and illustrated by Il Sung Na, and we are reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. And I need to show you too. I know this one is one of those that has a spectacular cover, but here we go. Look at that. It's stunning. And the moon actually looks yellow on this one. I wish you could see it. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that catches it a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. All right, here we go. The Dreamer. Written and illustrated by Il Sung Na. Read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Once there was a pig who admired birds. Once there was a pig who admired birds. If you were to be any other animal, what would you be? Once there was a pig who admired birds. Or if you were to have any other characteristic of another animal, what would you have? What would you choose? If you had that opportunity, of course. But he could never join them, could he? Once there was a pig that admired birds, but he could never join them, could he? When they flew south, he wanted to follow. Once there was a pig who admired birds, but he could never join them, could he? When they flew south, he wanted to follow. There was much to learn. Yeah. When they flew south, he wanted to follow. There was much to learn. Well, there was much to learn and gather, but his first flying machines fell flat. Oh, yeah. But there was much to learn and gather. But his first flying machines fell flat. Plop. Oh no. He tried and tried. Was it ever gonna work? Was it gonna work? He tried and tried. He pondered, and inspiration struck. Don't you just love those moments when inspiration strikes? Like, wait a minute, I got it. He pondered, yeah, and inspiration struck. He pondered, and inspiration struck. His hope blossomed. We just lost my camera there. There we go. Inspiration struck. He pondered. Inspiration struck. His hope blossomed. But even with help, it was not easy. Yeah. He pondered and inspiration struck. His hope blossomed. But even with help, it was not easy. Yeah. Does it sound like your journey? But even with help, it was not easy. Yeah. So he listened. Yeah. But even with help, it was not easy. So he listened. Advice from everybody. And modified. Momentum belt. Yeah. But even with help, it was not easy. So he listened. Modified. Momentum belt. Until one day, what happened? What do you think? So he listened and modified. Momentum belt. Until one day, he took a running start. Oh, fingers crossed, hope this works. Until one day, he took a running start. Go, pig. Until one day, he took a running start. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, look at pig go. You can do it. Oh. Wee. Yeah, until one day it took a running start. And wee. Ah. There was no height it couldn't reach. Ah. Yes, there was no height it couldn't reach, was there? Yeah, there's always room for growth, isn't there? There was no height it couldn't reach, was there? Hmm. He decided to find out. Oh, where to next? There was no height he couldn't reach, or was there? Well, he decided to find out. Whoa. How about that? There was no height he couldn't reach, was there? He decided to find out. Whoa. Soon the world wanted to join him. Yeah. Soon the world wanted to join him. Yeah. So they did. Yes. Some days everything felt changed. Yeah. The world wanted to join him. So they did. Some days everything felt changed. Yeah. Do you have days like that? Some days everything felt changed. And some things, well, never would. Yeah. Yes. Some days everything felt changed. And some things, well, never would. Yeah. Once there was a pig who admired birds. Yes, indeed. Some days everything felt changed. But some things never would. Once there was a pig who admired birds. Ah, and that is the end of our story today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll be right back after this short break for more story time. Absolutely appreciate you.
Hi, my name's Christine Mitchell Adams. I'm a mama and an artist, and I believe that books are a great way for children to have access to the arts on an everyday basis, which is why I believe that programs like Storytime with Mr. Limata are so important.
Thank you indeed. Welcome back. Chrissy Mitchell Adams out there in Vermont doing amazing art, amazing work. If you've not seen them, please follow them on Instagram at Chrissy Mitchell Adams and get to see all the amazing work that they are doing. Chrissy, hope you're doing well. You and Bowden out there in Vermont. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful book of inspiration coming to us from Il Sung Na and, of course, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Let me put the sleeve back on so you can see it. Thank you indeed for being here with us today. Absolutely appreciate you. And, taking flight. And this just reminded me of another thing that came up. Not too long ago in the news, and I think it's been also in a few publications as well. There's likelihood that Amelia Earhart's plane may have been located, but right now it's still, they've using all kinds of sauna and machines to read and try and see if it could be. So keep your ears open for that one. Who knows, it may have been found, but we'll see. They're still doing that work, but it just taking flight reminded me of that story having popped up in my news. Maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, maybe a little more. But yeah, thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. The Dreamer, coming to us from Il Sung Na. And one of the things that I take away from this one is he tried and tried. And even with help, sometimes things were hard, right? Even with help, things were hard. And we have to realize, too, that sometimes whatever dreams we're chasing, let's keep at it. And sometimes it will feel hard. Sometimes we'll feel bogged down and we just want to give up, just want to just forget about it and do something else. And sometimes that may be the right course. But at times, we just have to remember, keep digging deep, keep finding that energy, keep finding those support systems, kind of like Pig had, right? Find those support systems, and we hope that, you know, you actually do have support systems, people that can advise, people that can be there, just listen, people that can be there to support you. And yeah, no matter what you're going through, I know things may be hard at times, but yeah, keep trying, and you hopefully will pull through. You will pull through. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And yeah, sometimes a change, of course, is what is needed, but please keep that dream alive, keep dreaming. And yeah, I hope that that dreamer in you stays alive and continues, you know, to inspire you and push you through this world. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. A beautiful book indeed, coming to us from Il Sung Na and of course Chronicle Books of San Francisco. The Dreamer is what we were reading today. Please don't forget to join us for more Storytime tomorrow when we're back with another exciting story. And this time we dive deep into another big question. And this one is, what is love? If you think we were pondering and thinking today, well, here is a question for you. What is love? This one coming to us from Mark Barnett and illustrations by Carson Ellis. And we will be reading this one again from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Join us tomorrow and find out if we're able to answer this question. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And remember, all books that we feature here on Storytime can be found at your local libraries. So please ask for them, request them, support these creators so they can keep giving us many amazing books. Thank you indeed for being here with us today. Absolutely appreciate you. I hope that you have a good time today, Tuesday. I hope that you get to do everything that you set out to do. And of course, if you don't get there, well, tomorrow is another day. Hopefully we're there to try and try again. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. And again, one more time, Marietta Apollonia out there in Harvard, Massachusetts. Brand new book is out. Came out March 26th. I don't know if we can still say brand new at this point, but it is out. It is there. Go and ask for it at your local library. Wombat and the Family Tree. Thank you so much for being here with us. This has been Storytime on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Beautiful out here in the Bay. Thank you so much for being here. Beautiful out here in Oakland. How is it where you are? And we already heard that it is beautiful out there today in Ohio. Sunny and going to be warm. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kathy, with us this morning. And of course, good morning to you, Luna. Thank you so much for being here. Ari and Megan out there in Kentucky, we do not forget you. And everybody else that is joining in, whether you say hi to us now or indeed you're just here listening to the stories and of course being a part of the Storytime community. We love you, sending you the biggest of hugs. Thank you for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. I hope that you have a wonderful day. This has been Storytime for today. Please join me again tomorrow for more Storytime. Yes, inshallah, we're back here 6 a.m. Pacific time. But if you miss us, remember you can catch us too at 11 a.m. Pacific time, or indeed at a time that works best for you, a time best suited to you at storytimewithmrlimata.com. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime for this Tuesday morning. This has been Storytime. Thank you so much for joining us. Much love from me. I'll see you again in the morning. Bye-bye.
time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories, some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait